Good morning, guys.
Wait.
How is everybody this morning? Good morning, guys. Uh-oh. I'm echoing. Hold on.
Wait.
There we go. Better. How is everyone this morning? I don't think there was a whole lot that went on last night. I saw Buddha had a panel. I don't know. I didn't read anything about how that went or anything, so maybe we can check that out. And of course, Foodie had her midnight mukbang. Hello, V. Good morning. Hey, V, did you see anything about Buddha's panel last night? Did anything good happen there? I'm a little bit congested this morning, guys, so I will be sucking on a cough drop, so I apologize. It's either that or cough. How is everybody holding up with the... Did she? Okay, good. We'll do that one then. How is everybody holding up with the weather? How's our Florida people? It has not stopped raining here, guys, for days, so I can't imagine what y'all are going through there. It's been miserable here. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, we'll definitely watch Buddha then. Let me turn this music off and we'll get started. Okay. Change Foodie. And that'll be a nice change of pace too.
Hi guys, can you hear me? No fancy intro tonight. No time for it. I'm busy lady. Can you guys see me? I could not wait.
Hi Willie, good afternoon.
I had to just go live right now. Can you guys hear me fine? I have a new camera. It's one of those fancy ones that follow you around. I just want to make sure.
I think that would creep me out.
Am I loud enough? Do I need to be louder? Not many people have asked me to do that. Be louder. Oh, good. Everyone can hear me okay? Good. Oh, boy. Look at all my friends. Hi, guys. Let me say hi to you guys all. Hi, Ellen. Indy. This is not a pipe. I love that. Buddha bitch. Oh, she's fabulous. Loopy Star. Hi. Bunny Zombie. Little darling. Hi there, Indie Gardener. Missy Ruth. Grandma Spud. Tiny Ghost.
Let me speed her up.
Hi, Missy Ruth. Mushroom Destroyer. How are you doing today, girl? Today was supposed to be my microdose day, but I'm broke. Surgeries are expensive. Okay, so the sound is good. Everything is good. Yeah? Okay, good. Okay, I'm actually going to try to get fancy and set up like a side chat here just in case this one freezes. I don't trust StreamYards for some reason. I'm thinking of going Streamlabs, but I am too dumb. Last night, I spent hours trying to figure out Streamlabs. You start giving me buttons and overlays. Mushroom, you're doing all right. You keep forgetting your dose. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I try to dose every 2 to 3 days when I got like the money to stay regular because it's not cheap to dose that regularly. But
Well,
Red Planet.
she didn't think she was in a relationship with him, Willie, but he did get upset that she went on a date. So I don't know.
A big bitch. I love her. She's such good energy, and that's the thing. It's not about shutting out the haters. I mean, the haters deserve love too, but they've been getting love all week. Am I right? It's time for Buddha to get some. Actually, I take that back. I have been getting so much love, and I'll get into that. But to be honest with you, for the first time, a boomer like me is the subject of a large amount of internet hate. I think I'm handling it pretty well. I thought I was going to crumble and die and rage and go full borderline and scratch.
Who's giving her
But to be honest with you,
hate?
I am walking, I can't say I'm
And
walking
why?
away from the situation because it's still happening, but I have to take a little intermission and say, I am surprisingly optimistic at the internet these days. I have more hope than ever right now that there's so many good people on the internet and these trolls are not the majority. Because when I made that first video, I thought I was canceling myself. I'd already lost my community, so I really had nothing left to lose. And I was even posting it on Twitter in these like vague tweets.
The only thing that I can come up with, Willie, is he was extremely, extremely manipulative. And that's the only thing that, but I'm sure if she's showing receipts and everything else, I'm sure she'll address that.
Or whatever, but when I'm emotional, I'll just post like a song or a picture with like nothing. And it's not me trying to get people to ask me what's wrong. It's just me going, this is a little expression. I have to express something so I don't blow up, you know, like take the pressure off. Okay, let me get back in here and make sure I'm not, oh my God, look at other people. I'm going to stay on this screen where the chat is so I don't get obsessed with how many people are watching.
Hi, Hugh.
I'll take a little peek. Oh,
Yep.
76. Oh, hey guys. Big news.
Better
Big news. And no,
be-
I'm not pregnant. That's an impossibility. I got an email today from YouTube. It looks like I can apply for monetization. Yay!
It's
Oh, it looks like I'm sucking two
impossible,
dicks.
Willie.
Oh, shit. Okay, come on, lady up. Isn't that exciting? You know what? Before before Schmonty decided to just blast me and my mental health to the internet, I was put in a situation where I had to just put up or shut up, and I put up. And I thought I was giving up everything I was working towards with my channel and stuff. Not views and monetization, but just building a mental health community. It's all about keeping that positive attitude because 4 days later and I'm surrounded by love and hugs and dog noses and I'm getting monetized. Anyway, I'm very, very excited
she
because
wasn't monetized already.
we know that I've been struggling, obviously, because Monty put me on blast. But when you're sitting on a little chunk of money and you have to choose between dropping it on your taxes
Everybody make sure
and
you
dropping
go
it on your
over
dog's
and
surgery,
give
I can
her,
always sell a paddleboard and
likes.
get those taxes. The thing is, I had faith
link.
that it would work out. And I didn't just go all emotional, like, wow, why does the world hate me? And look, a few days later, and all of a sudden I'm going to be monetized. And I'll have a little bit of extra coin in my pocket, and guess where that's going? The tax man. He better be hot. I'm bringing it to him in person, in my teeth. Can you imagine? I open the door, it's like Chantal. She's like, I got a new job. Okay. ADHD. I'm going to go back and make sure I'm not missing people, because I know I am. And I'm very
exactly, Willie.
Okay, Indy. Oh, so many. You guys are so awesome. Hi, YouTube world. Poetic Siren, Indy, Fluff. I already said hi to you, Grimspud. How you doing tonight? Y'all baked or what? Me too. Look, it's 10 to 11 at night and I'm drinking a giant mug of coffee. I'm sure you guys have met Big Bubba, the mug. I love that mug. I fill it right to the top and then I spill it all over my floor as I walk every morning and I never change. Don't try to change me. I'm frustrating. Loopy Star, Cynical Timbit, and he goes, La Osa. Oh, hi, gorgeous. How are you doing? I just love your energy. If you guys want to...
How many did she get in there? Do you know?
Energy.
I
feel it off of people.
her.
I'm a dog trainer. I communicate silently with animals. Not like I'm a dog whisperer, but basically I'm in a dog park and there's like 20 dogs and they're all off leash. I can spot a fight 10 minutes before it happens. And I can do the same thing with people. It's just harder on the internet. Okay. Focus, dude. Follow your dreams. Neon Rose, Angela Lackman. I have seen so many of these faces in another chat somewhere. Where was it? It's kind of nice to be like, oh, welcome here. Shaken but not stirred. Sarah Thompson, EP, Busy Ruth. Oh, I just want to go through and say hi to every single one of you. Neon Rose, Genitalia. You guys are so awesome for coming. I have to say, Beaker. Oh, thank you. All right, so Neon Rose, Heaven Veil. I'm like, I don't want to go on. I feel like I'm rude if I don't say hi to everyone because I'm super appreciative. Oh, I'm sure Schmonty is watching. Hey, Schmonts. Hey, Schmonts. I straightened my hair just so I could look extra like high value. You know? Doesn't push the boobs up though. They're flat forever now. I'm never going to be uncomfortable in underwire again.
That's so
sorry. I know it's taking me
awesome,
forever to get started. I will get better at this.
Good.
I need to
Let
watch
her
Gary
get
do his thing. He's
something
so
out of
good.
all of it.
I kind of like He makes it look so easy. AR, Maddox, Poetic Siren. Hi guys, Goddess of Pain. Holy, I haven't had this. Wow, I haven't had this many people ever. Oh my god. I'm nervous all of a sudden. Okay, so the people who are just coming in, I was just saying to everyone that I got my email today to hi Shane, is that Allison? I got my email, shenanigans, yay, to get monetized. Woo, 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 woo. Ads are going to be on this bitch. How exciting is that? I never, at the rate I was uploading, I didn't know if I'd ever get monetized, and I wasn't really working towards it now, will I? To be honest with you, this opportunity fell into my lap because people are all like, oh, Buddha, she's going to get that bag.
Now take it and run with it,
I'd like
Buddha.
to talk about the other people who are getting their bag on my back, but I digress. Am I not allowed to make lemonade out of these lemon bitches? You know what I mean? Like, great. Well, that's an upside to being called out publicly on the internet and trashed and dragged and hoping to God that the other strangers on the internet see through the bullshit and don't hate you or anything. It was, I have to say, my confidence is higher than it's ever been.
See, we missed you, Willie.
Peaceful.
Because
I've been surrounded by the love of all these amazing people, all these amazing women speaking up, and we're like trauma bonding, watching Biznatch, Cake Farts, and Schmonty, and Sarah Jane, Curl Connections, like just all the nonsense people. Yeah, I said it. Come at me, whatever. To be honest with you, this week I got a boot camp course in how to deal with hate on the internet. And I tell you right now, I didn't get as much as I thought I was going to get, and I'm still not getting it. But I am writing down the names of the people who've been trolling me. So I see you. I see you. There was one tonight that was really call out Buddha, and someone's like,
aww,
for what? And she never brought it up
Are
again.
you blushing, like, Willie?
I gotta get a little mini whiteboard. Okay, come at me, brah. Very much. Like, to be honest with you, if I close my eyes, I'm like a lady. And then I open my mouth, and I'm a straight up trucker.
Me too, V. I love her.
Okay, I better say hi to people that I haven't said hi to, because Mash Japan, hi there. Oh, God, it is holy whoa. 110. Right? Look at me, I'm such a newbie. Happy Judge, it's my first time. Actually, it's not my first time, but having a crowd like this, and here it is. So
let me pause her. Yeah, that was the rumor. But look, he's alive and well, and we're so happy to have him back. Well, yeah.
You guys are dying to hear about some tea. And this is great because I get to hang out with you guys, and then I won't have to finish the edit because I hate editing because I overanalyze myself. And I can spend 20 minutes editing a 10-second clip. And that's a real problem. Minnesota nice-ish, Bobby Patrick. Viv, oh, you say such nice things on my comments and stuff. Akasha, the same thing. Like, you just like, you read a comment and you're like, huh, and you're not faking it. You're like really touched by it. I remember those names, or my brain tries to anyway. Between the weed and the
I love that the community is rallying behind her.
You gotta click on these. Uncut Joms. I've always wanted to say that. Uncut Joms. Okay, how are you guys all doing? This is great. Awesome. Oh wow, I'm overwhelmed by how many people are in the chat right now. Please take my apologies if I've missed saying hi to you coming in. I'm just like, hi to mini sodiums. Oh. Miss T reacts. Okay. I'm like fangirling over my own chat. I'm like, oh, you guys came for me. Okay, let me adjust. All right. So I just not too long ago finished watching Sam's reaction. First of all, to the fellow, I guess I'm technically a reactor right now, but to the other amazing channels that I've really started watching through this whole schmonty spiel. I mean, I pick what works for me, and I just don't look for other options. So again, another thing I'm grateful for. Another thing that's better because of this whole nonsense is that I needed new friends, new communities, because I tell you right now, the people who are still talking to me right now, they made the cut. But there's a lot of the fire squad that were left on red and ghosted, and I just moved on with my life. No regrets. Because that's life, baby. It ain't fair. And sometimes boundaries hurt. And that's a lesson for you to learn, because if it hurts, maybe you need to understand why. So to the people I'm not talking to anymore, it's not that I'm not I don't wish you well or anything. Like, I wish you well, but we don't have to be friends, because once that trust is gone, or that, like, I find that once you side eye a friend, you never relax around them again. And I got tight shoulders, bitches. All these years of hairdressing. Oh, I can't be on guard all the time with you ladies or people. Chats. I didn't know there was a fire squad. Yes, there is a fire squad. Schmonty's fire squad. And to be honest with you, it was all like, fire squad. We're on the fire squad. But I mean, there's the followers in his chat and the people who come to hang out with other people. Like I used to go in and just be all excited to see, like, Ginger and Grebo and, oh my God, Jamie, like, and then there's the fire squad, and they're a different brand. And I think you've met some of them, the famous members for sure. And to be honest with you, the all-star lineup isn't really out there right now. It's cake farts and Sarah Jane that are picking up the slack, damage control. It's a lot of weight to put on your shoulders, just the two of you. You sure you don't need help? I'm strong. Congratulations on getting monetized. Thank you. Okay, I spent like an hour trying to figure out how to get monetized. Yes, I know. It's easy, but I'm not smart. I'm lovely and adorable and charming, but I never claim to be smart. And, I get by. So, but I do have difficulty with very simple tasks sometimes. And I've never been properly assessed in certain areas that I should have been when I was younger. I was born with damage to my skull. So my skull was damaged. And so they were like, well, time will tell. And mom just ignored it. Oh my God. I got to plug in my computer. I hope it doesn't die. Oh, that would be so classic. Hold on. Oh, don't die. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. You're seeing the chaos. It's so crazy. Oh, my God. Okay. Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. Oh, yeah. This camera follows me. Oh, it didn't this time. Okay. You still there? That's not a fake bone in my body. I'm awkward all day, every day. All day, every day. It's just real. You get me. I'm weird. I'm awkward. I say the wrong thing. I sound like you, Heaven Vale. Oh, thank you. It's actually not a painting. It's just like one of those like canvas pictures that you can buy in like those cute little boutique shops. And I had that picture up on the wall, and I messed up the frame. Like I kind of broke it, and I was like, what am I gonna do with this? So I had a broken mirror. So I busted out the glass, and then I just cut that canvas into an oval shape. Like that's only held up there by not a safety pin, but a thumbtack. I'm a crafty bitch. I'm a Newfoundlander. Newfies, we don't. Sorry, I have to have a serious moment with you guys for a second. Have you guys seen, the hurricane is a lot, but for everyone involved, but Newfoundland, where I'm born and raised, is getting hit hard. You gotta understand, there's water on all four sides. Like that's a legit rock in the middle of the ocean. There's no escaping it. And when it gets hit by something like that, I've lived there when it got hit with hurricanes and stuff, and I'm just worried about them because Newfies are like the most awesome people in the whole wide world. They're just positive. They could have like 2 pennies to rub together and be the most grateful, happy people on the planet. And right now they're like, buckets of water in their basement, and they're like having a party. They celebrate disaster in a different way than Schmonty does. You know what I mean? They just make it work for them. Just like, well, this is where we are. Love the tattoo. I'm thinking of getting a new tattoo. Thanks for the idea. Yeah, that's awesome. I need a new tattoo. And you know what my next tattoo is going to be? Can you guess? I know it's silly, but I find it to be predictable. I want to get a Judge Judy tattoo.
I need it. How does that make you feel?
And I wanted to say,
and then I said,
only Judy
listen to me. I sound like a therapist. How does that make you feel?
I grew up in the Catholic system. The whole only Jesus can judge you thing. And I get where they're coming from, but I'm on the other side. Sorry, my headphones fell off. I prefer Judy at this point. Just the facts. I love me some Judy. Hey, is Judge Judy in here? I love that name. I'm always jealous when I see it. I'm just like, oh, I wish I'd thought of that. Judy is the boss bitch. And that's the thing. And that brings me to my first point today, kids. Get your pencils. Life, as we go on and on, is getting gentler and gentler to the assholes that surround us. And everyone needs to be validated. Everyone needs to be seen and heard, which is funny coming from someone who has borderline personality disorder. We're very much about commanding
what kinds of things,
our needs and
Willie,
wants,
and where are they sending them?
But to be honest with you, there is always people in the
something?
crowd that will say the things that other people are thinking. I have always been one of those people. Call it a gift. I'm a natural born bitch. And bitch is a word that can be very subjective. But to me, bitch is Judge Judy energy. When you come at it from a healthy point of view, I do believe there is such a thing as being a bitch in a healthy way. And I am being a bitch to Cake Farts and Sarah Jane and Schmonty and that whole panel right now because, oh my God, I left out my biggest beef that I have right now. Not beef, like my latest Twitter thread to follow, I guess.
That still irritates the crap out of me too.
Disappointed in you. I am. But I'll get
like that was way more transformative than
bitch, to me,
anything that
bitch can be a compliment depending on who it's coming from. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you betcha. If Cardi B turned around and was like, bitch, I'd be like, thank you. But when some pastry abusing queen decides to come for me, bitch. Okay, sorry, I'm getting salty. I need to simmer down now. One second. Let me just see. Yeah, I'm not offended by the word bitch either. If people are offended by the word bitch, they're also like, weed is wrong.
That's
to me, we're just like, get with the times, man. Like, thinking is different. Not every woman needs to have, you know what I mean? Like, it's normal to be older and childless. It's normal to be this. People aren't buying homes anymore. Get with the times. Bitch is such a term of endearment. To me,
did Kiwi Farms dox you? Really?
Bitch.
I don't remember seeing a dox.
Bitch.
That's scary.
Pastry abusing. Yes. I mean, justice for cakes, people. Can we get toots and cakes in the chat, please? Never forget. It's just wrong to abuse pastries. I mean, think of the stoners. The stoners could have ate those pastries. fart free. They probably would still eat them with the farts. I mean, stoners, right? But I just think the stoners deserved better. She stopped subscribing to him so that yeah, you know what? There's like, I have been guilty of hanging out a little bit in there. I just want to see who I have to look out for, I guess, like the snaky snakersons. And I'm starting to see like some concerning sock accounts. Did you know like the president, I think, of Egypt is Monty's biggest fan? I believe it's Egypt, but I do believe he's the president of the country. So I did a little background and I was like, and then I realized it was a fake account. I was like, yeah, that makes more sense.
That one that's
I don't think world leaders are interested in no fat. If anything, I think world leaders might be fat aplenty, pro-fat. You know. Anyway.
Oh,
what do you say, mushrooms?
Geez,
no, it's true. If you go in, there's
right?
this I can't remember, but there's a sock account. You know the one, Shmonty. You're listening right now. I know you are, but I don't think it's Shmonty though. I think it's actually that angry guy that everyone's been talking about on the internet right now. I don't want to say his name. I don't want to like manifest him into my world because there's some crossover going on out there, and I don't want them in here because This Is Chill vibes are fucking bust. I'm gonna try to keep the swearing to a minimum too. Addict boy, yes, I just discovered that's kind of the
angry guy she's talking
about. It seems
about?
Appropriate, very angry.
Or is she just
and his angry lady who seems to be setting
money?
the women's rights movements back like 150 years, but that's okay. I'll step in and block elbows, for the ladies. Not that I'm definitely the more aggressive one out of the bunch of us here. I think me and Tiny, we're definitely the crotch slappers.
How is it different?
Are the Monty apology videos worth the lulls? To be honest with you, it depends how you watch them.
Yeah, who's angry guy?
Because if you know that what you're watching is absolute nonsense, you can see the humor in it. But if you're really hoping, like genuinely, like there's an ounce of civility in this guy, an ounce of compassion in this guy, empathy in this guy, then you'll be sorely disappointed in just the failure of human nature. So if you can like just roll it off your back and be like, it's just another asshole on the internet, go in and have your ha-has, because I know I sure have. I've been taking notes because I'm like, this is another toxic human behavior. Wow, let's analyze this. And one for Only Buddha. Thank you, guys. Razor Cat Shack, welcome. Yeah, not a lot of men like it when you laugh at them. I've been experiencing this my whole life because I've been laughing at men my whole life. And I don't mean to sound that in any kind of a snarky way. But when you hang out with mostly dudes your whole life, like you play hockey with them and you learn about engines with them and you rub elbows with them and you're working on skidoos together. Like you're not really a chick around them, right? So you just speak their language. You poke fun at them. And I tell you right now, if I beat you in a game of pool, I will make you cry because I'm the sorest winner when it comes to having a game of pool. If I win, there's not a gracious bone in my body. I will dance. I will thrust. I will give you the whole like. Okay, I need to scan back here and see if I've missed anything important because I am not great at this yet. I'm trying not to be super distracted. Can you hear me like scrolling my mouse wheel? Okay, that mug is bigger than my face. I love it. And I refuse to drink mug out of anything other than a mug that you would put an entire can of soup in. And that's really what I need from my life to ensure happiness. And it's good to know that. You're a Gen X, not a boomer. I know I am a Gen X. 78, my birthday is
quite large.
I guess in like 20 days. 44, guys. 44. Isn't that great? I couldn't be prouder. Give it 3 days after my birthday and I'll already be telling people I'm 45. I'm one of the rare people that like always want to round up every year. I started when I was a kid because I wanted to just grow up and move out. So I was like, almost 13, 14, I'm almost a woman. Like 15, I was out and I was gone. So,
oh my gosh.
But now I just think with every year I'm more proud. Like when people ask me my age, I'm like 44. They're like, I'm like, yes, some very important and hard life decisions I've made along the way that have ensured my peace of mind that keeps me well rested is what I would like to say. I made a lot of hard sacrifices to make sure that I could cuddle dogs for a living. Oh, thanks, Rad Plaid.
I heard they were back, but like kind of dark web back, Willie.
I'm sorry, I'm not good at
nobody really would know how to find them anyway.
I obviously joke around to process awkward emotions, but I'm feeling
to be honest, they're probably better.
I know the haters will be like, look at her, she's so fake. I see all the love first before I see these haters. I just want you to know when I see 100 love comments, I don't just zero in on the hate. I don't. Like, sometimes I'm all like, do I deserve all this love? But I will not turn it down because love is healthy and love is important. Yes, Gen X, man, it was all about baubles and jelly sandals and bike shorts that were skin tight with a neon stripe up the side, chip and pepper shirts and Oakley. Like, oh yeah, it was a good time. Beaker, thank you for saying such a nice thing. A BPD warrior, thank you for saying that. I think that Actually, let me start over. Until I came onto this community YouTube platform, this is my first community. I went straight in here. I didn't realize how many people are on here every day, with illnesses.
Dang it. I hate that. I was saying also, Hugh, like the zodiac, like I'm a Taurus, but I'm a Taurus by the very first day of Taurus, and I feel like I'm much more like an Aries than a Taurus. I know. The I don't know what I'd do without you guys.
With mental health issues like mine, and we're all so similar. So many people I talk to are like, yes, me too. And I'm like, sweet. I don't think we should poo-poo the fact that we're building friendships and stuff out here. I do realize that it's important to know how to do it smartly. I'm committing to that word, smartly. And I learned a hard lesson. And I will apply that for the next time. But I'm not going to feel bad about feeling warm and fuzzy feelings about some of the people that you see sometimes that give you love. Because when you don't have people in your life that give you love, when people like smile at you on the street,
I probably talk so much more than my streams
not even like a
actually
flirty
show,
way, like he wants me, like
I'm always
he just smiled, like a greeting. And it's so rare for someone to give you a full pearly, like a full toothy smile, that I was like, and his smile was so like unasked for. He just gave it to me. And eye contact and everything, which is rare in these worlds of phones in our faces. But for the rest of the day, I was like, what a nice human moment. I kept remembering it for the rest of the day. And that's how I feel when I see you guys in here. I understand that some of the love is, PR, building the community relationships and allies. But I'm not into that. I'm more into the authentic, like, what you say is what you mean is what you say. And I see you in different chats and you're always this guy. You don't always have to be positive, but you just have to be real. Okay, get off your soapbox, bitch. Like, I'm just talking to my computer and my camera, like, not realizing there's like 130 people looking at me. Okay, let me just see if there's any questions in here that I have not seen. If anyone wants me to, are those real orchids? No, they're not. They're just plastic, bitches. I got it at Value Village. But the real winner is the Marilyn Monroe bobblehead. You can't even have. Let me give you a
the one that was underneath it.
Shit. Look how cute
really?
she is. But look, I broke her feet
I
off.
vaguely remember.
She's not feet anymore. So she sits in the plant. She's fabulous. She used to sit on my dashboard. I guess I have two personalities. I have this like embrace the uber feminine, powerful woman energy. And then I have this like Zen, accept everything as it is, chill ass energy, which is why I'm kind of a pinup Buddhist. Okay, but no, I like those because I don't have to keep them alive because I've killed plants before and I still have PTSD about it to this day. That Allison, hi, how are you doing? Thank you.
Elegant, honest, and stylish. Absolutely.
I should stop caring what I want to be, how I present myself to people. Obviously, I care, but my goal in life is to care less. And look, I didn't even put lipstick on or makeup in any way. Look, do you want to see my bare ass face?
Just
don't
over on
look
her
at the scars,
channel.
but I just want to show real. Not that you asked, not that you want to look at it, but there's such a lack of face on this platform. I don't even have makeup on. Come in here and see these wrinkles. Let's get all up in Buddha's shit, hey, shall we? Oh, Monty. Oh, this is what you always wanted. Oh, sorry, I'm getting salty now. I gotta chill out. See? Oh, I got green light on me right now, but oh, see this? Oh. The one thing about me is that you'll notice from time to time that I'll have random Band-Aids on me. And that's because my mom was always like, she couldn't leave her face alone. And I kind of had the same thing once I hit my 30s. And the ADHD medicine does not help if you're an absent-minded, like lip chewer. Like, do you ever like do that? Or like you just like, I'm one of those guys. Like,
I'm horrible. I pick
and so if I can't get at my hangnails, I'm
so
gonna
bad.
like, and yeah. And I hate it. And it doesn't help that I let 80,000 dogs lick my face every day. My dermatologist is like, it would be cheaper to just not let dogs lick your face. And I'm like, I
can't even count how many times I've done that.
Okay, I'm just gonna. You take Adderall. What's the difference with Vyvanse? See, I don't know because I started with Vyvanse, but here's what I was told by my doctor and other people that I've talked to about these medicines. I hear that with Vyvanse, it's kind of a take it and it lasts a certain amount of time, and then it just dips off. You don't have to take it regularly. You can not take it for 5 days, take it for a day or 2 or 3, and then take a break. Me, I try to take it every single day. Because my brain just turns into a pumpkin at midnight. It just stops working. And a weed does not help, and I will own that. I will own that all day.
The only thing I ever tried for my ADHD is Adderall, and Adderall depressed me horribly when it would wear off. It's 5 a.m. Good morning, Grebo. And I'm going to bed. My iPad just autoplayed to this. and scared the crap out of me because I was half asleep when my relaxing music video ended. Have a great sleep, Grebo. I know, I don't understand why it's not. Like, if you wanted to switch, like, it should be automatically set to live chat. And then if you want to switch to top chat, although I don't know anybody who follows top chat. That's what, that is what my son and my daughter took. My son doesn't take it anymore, but my daughter does, so. I'm just afraid to go on. I mean, I desperately need something for my ADHD because I'm so scattered. But I'm so afraid to go on something because I don't get that deep, like, dark depression anymore. And I swear Adderall could have sent me right into that. Every night I get so depressed. Grebo. You probably were really confused because you talked to her off the app. You have codeine, but you would like to try an edible. Everybody has their preference.
I hear that you have to take it every day regularly.
But my best friend, she prefers
like its maximum effect on your brain. Now, again, I could be getting that completely wrong, but that's just what I took away from it. And so, yeah, that's what I think. Cuticle care has been my my cuticles are neglected. They are neglected. You don't spend 15 years with your hands in water and shampoo as a hairdresser.
Yeah, no, don't take edibles from Chantel.
Your bestie does that nervous energy thing. Yeah, I think we see that with Chantel too, and Miss Kick Farts. I'm sorry, but you can't get mad at me for that. You can if you want, but I'm not going to listen. I like it. I've decided to stick with it. And yeah, your kick farts. So whatever. I'm good at your kick farts. Get over it. You shouldn't have been such a bitch.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. This is a long time coming.
You know this oblivion. Is a long time coming. Have you ever seen such a patient little borderline over here just holding on to her emotions and not, you know? Okay, let me make sure I'm not missing anyone. All rounder. How are you?
Hi, Illyria. Good morning.
Sri Lanka. Well, it's good to see you. Wow, I'm in Canada in the Rocky Mountains, which is a far ways away, but I'm glad you're watching me. That's fun that people from around the world are watching you. Okay. All right, let's get down to brass tacks here, guys.
Yeah, Illyria, it really did with me. As soon as it would start to wear off, boom.
Beware when the hair comes down. Okay, let's
talk. Drop.
What are we thinking collectively in the chat? Hi, Purple Glitter. Hi, Shmonty. Hi, Veronica. Hi, Scanny Queen. I know you guys are all like, hootie. And I know you're watching because you're wondering what I'm going to say. Is she going to be that stereotypical borderline? Rage, call names, and stuff like that? Oh, no. Because receipts are what, kids? Sexy. That's right. Thank you for bringing your pencils. You've been listening. Okay, so, thank you. What do we think about the Purple Glitter situation? Because I'm going to weigh in on that, obviously, with my own receipts.
Yeah, I really wonder, what do you guys think? Do you think she got scammed out of that house? Like, do you think that, because I'll tell you what, PlugTube called that right in the beginning, because when she said that she had to wire money, that's usually what, like, scammers have you do, is wire the money. So Plug right away was like, she's going to get scammed out of that, $6,000 or whatever. My husband and daughter are both on ADHD meds, and I can tell immediately with either when it's starting to wear off. See, my daughter is on it, and she's on Concerta, but she says she can feel it. Like her last couple classes of the day, she can feel that it's starting to wear off because she starts having trouble at the end of the day concentrating in school. Right? She didn't even address it, Illyria. That's why I'm wondering if she didn't get scammed. A lot of people thought that that's what it was. For medical reasons, Lily. Yeah, and that her midnight mukbang, she was talking about she's working on a video for Patreon, and she's going to put out content on Patreon once a week, and then she's working on, I can't remember what she said, she's working on for OnlyFans. But she said, because people were saying stuff in her chat, and she was like, I have a right as a creator to make extra money by utilizing all the different platforms. But I realize that I have to keep up on it. So let's see. Hi, Live Chill Life. Yeah, she's going to do Patreon again. She hasn't put anything on her OnlyFans, has she? Oh, wait, somebody did say that there was a picture floating around yesterday. Good morning, Freddie. I can't see someone trying to lease their $1 million house on their own. I would think it would be done through a property manager. Yep, definitely a scam. Yep, Patreon again, OnlyFans again. Or it's always possible someone tried contacting those people that own the house. Oh, yes, because she was trying. Well, you know what, Illyria, I remember saying she was so, I don't want to tell too much because I don't want you guys to ruin it for me before I got in there and all that. But she was saying she didn't want to tell them too much. Meanwhile, everybody in the chat was asking questions, and she was answering those questions. So if it was advertised anywhere or in the paper or whatever, they could have very well found out who it was. Illyria. Good morning, Cappuccino. Exactly. Has it been bad there, Live Chill? I know it's been doing nothing but raining, pouring here for days and days. Okay, Willie, we'll
my line in the sand and say, this is my opinion. And I that's my energy, big energy, never let it fake up. So anyway, you should look into it, because every time I get ready to do OnlyFans, I gotta like pump myself up, like, yeah, bitch, you're not fat, yeah, you're not old, yeah. And I only listen to Queen Herbie. Like, I just put on like 20 of her tracks and I let them play, and by the time I'm done, you can't tell me I'm not the hottest bitch on the planet. Now that's powerful. You gotta go check her out. I'm telling you right now. But the Big Dick Energy song is yeah, Carmen. And you know what's funny about Carmen? A long time ago, because I'm a hairdresser and I specialize in vintage hairstyling, she used to always be known for these like crazy vintage hairstyles. But she would do this one thing, and it's called a roll, where it rolls forward and across the forehead. And very few people, but us pinup people, know that. And the other day, she has a new podcast. And the 4th episode, she retouched up her roots, and she had a suicide roll in her hair. And I was like, yes, queen, woo woo. Uh-oh, what just happened? I think that is her end, right? Yeah, there we go. I'm back. I'm back. Yes, Indy, I see that like you really connect with Tori, and that's how I feel about Queen Herbie. And she has an amazing podcast with her husband. They're really good. Hi, Fat Apples! Woo woo! Oh, I live for Fat Apples on Twitter. I swear to God, I'm in love. Oh, Willie is smitten. Off cam. Oh, I thought we were talking about Biznatch again. I was like, what did she do to that cake now? Okay. Hi, Ronnie Pants. I know you're watching. Okay, guys, so let's talk about purple glitter for a second, shall we? Let me get my receipts here and pull these up, because I'd like to discuss with you the receipts. Good morning, the rep. Of purple glitter sliding into my DMs like a horny little teenager looking for the deets, not the D, the details. And you can't tell me she wasn't, because she was. And that's just the facts, and you can't tell me otherwise. So, all right. I'm just sorry. Once I start going multi-screen, I'm like, oh no, everything's falling apart around me. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'll just pull them up on my phone. Bear with me, guys. I'm learning Streamlabs, and once I learn Streamlabs, I'm going to be pulling up screens and sharing shit and streaming shit, but I need to baby steps. Okay, so let me pull up the screenshots on my phone, and I'm going to read them to you, because I find it very sus. Let's put it this way. Kidney J told me that she had purple glitter in her DMs asking for information about me. Now, is there anyone else in the chat that had purple glitter sliding into their DMs casually asking about me? Please let me know. I won't out you or anything. I just really want to know how many different people she casually hit up in a friendly way and been like, oh, hey, oh yeah, Buddha's amazing, right? Are you close with her? And then she like leans in so the microphone is close to so yeah. Does anyone else in here? Did anyone else in here get that slide in? Because, yeah,
I am going to try to.
Sorry, I got a text from a client. Oh, she unfollowed you.
Make this
Yeah.
bigger
No, I bet
for
she
when
did.
she shows the
She's
receipts.
unfollowing everyone, but I unfollowed her first. So there. I know you were a snake before you could disappear into the weeds. Yeah, she does have a lot of balls. Sunshine and sunflowers. Yeah, she got a lot of balls. Because I wasn't too sure of her when she first came out, but I wasn't gonna be all like, I was just gonna listen and lend a sympathetic ear and support. And if I found out I was supporting a farce later, then I would just deal with that, which is where we find ourselves today. And I feel kind of stupid. Why do I keep believing assholes? Anyway, I thought authentic energy would be easier to find, but anyway, she's all like, oh my God, I finally saw the light. I woke up. And I'm all like, good for you, girl. Because the thing is, if you've come from crappy relationships like that and you're finding support in the same kind of community, like, we know how that feels. And to know that someone who's comforting you is the same person that you're kind of plotting against, that's a different level of low. To me, that seems personal. That seems like you have your hand in my pocket personally for the taking when it comes to hurting me. I know that's a weird analogy, but to be honest with you, it feels like you crossed a boundary. Like there was a wall that I didn't know was there. And like you're all plotting and you're like, we broke up, we done broke up. But by the way, what are the deets about the other girls? How many girls are there? Oh my God, like you talking to Kenny J? Like your actions don't match what it is that you're saying, my love. And maybe I'm an asshole for calling you out, so I'll be the asshole, whatever. Life is short. Life is too short not to say. So I know. These are supposed to be pulled up by now. I need to focus. My Vyvanse is wearing off. And then my brain just slows down. I have a new phone and I don't know where my gallery is, so I have to go in and look for it every single time. One sec. Are you guys a one thumb typer? Because I am. I'm this. Or with the thumb. Okay, so let me pull up these receipts here. Oh, let me pull up my receipt folder where I have just endless amounts of receipts. I'm gonna take these off now. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh guys, by the way, I'm working on I don't know if I should spoil the surprise because I'm sure Shmonti's listening, but I'm going through all my tweets with Shmonti and like counting how many times he asks about my OnlyFans and how it's doing and if I need help with OnlyFans. It's like his favorite way to start a conversation. Let's just put it this way. Did anyone else notice that with every single woman in this man's life, he was kind of angling in on something different? Like me and Tiny were talking, and he was trying to get different things from her than me, and then Kenya J, he was getting. So he was like, it was almost like he was building a woman by taking tiny pieces of about 40 different women. It was, who am I? The Samantha Jones? Okay, I can see that. I can see that. But anyway, so that's all. Let me just scroll past all the receipts of Monty asking for my OnlyFans. Here we go. Oh, I'm almost there. One more scroll. Oh, there we go. It's funny. There's I mean, it's not shocking that he hasn't dropped any receipts because his receipts make him look worse than well, no, I don't know. I don't think anything could make you look worse than having cake farts as your PR.
I didn't know purple glitter at all, Illyria.
Veronica, don't ever start a PR business. You're really, really bad.
I don't know how long.
Oh, I wanted to show you.
I
thought I'd bring
as a
this
reaction channel.
You know how Monty's all like, she was sending me nudes, man. Nah, man.
I thought she just like started, but apparently she hadn't just started. By her sub count, it looked like she had been, on for a little bit. But I had never heard of her until probably a couple weeks before the stuff came out with Monty.
Him content on OnlyFans, the same content I sent my other clients for free because I hadn't been on OnlyFans for about a month or maybe 3 weeks. So I sent out a video as kind of a thanks for hanging with me.
Hi,
guys.
Angie.
Monty got
Congratulations.
That video. He never
on
got anything from me
baby.
that paying members of my subs, that was amazing, paying members of my VIP, my subscription OFA, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, long story short, Monty didn't get anything that was special from me. He only got the same content that I gave all my clients. That's it. Here's what he got from me, and this is what he calls nudes. Do you want to see? I'm going to hold my phone up to the thing because I'm So he says that I was sending him
right
nudes.
Before it started.
I was not. I was sending him
her channel
cleavage. Check out that fucking cleavage. That's good stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
The thing is, there's a big difference between asking
Angie, that's a lot.
Or like if he was just like, send me a cleavage shot, I would still think it was kind of creepy. But I mean, this is
congratulations on the wedding.
I was preparing to do an OnlyFans shoot. I took a cheeky photo. I sent it.
Grandbabies are so exciting.
But to straight out ask, hey, send me a video. Just because I, was kind and sent you like a cleavage photo, and I'm like, you want to see a cleavage photo? It's just, stay on task. I'm looking for purple glitters screenshots. Yeah. So.
I
cool.
did see that
because a lot of people ran with that idea that I'm just out here as a sex worker.
I did see that.
Pay my bills with my pussy. Like, holy shit! You guys need to really expand your minds.
Good morning, Janet.
And really reevaluate what the term sex worker is. Because what if it's just a person who's an exhibitionist? I would do it for free. But I mean, why not take the money? Not that I do it often, but you know what I mean. Like, Can you imagine?
Yeah,
getting
that's
paid
a
for your
lot.
kink?
Both of
Like,
my
imagine
boys
if a
got
guy
married.
got $5 every time he jacked off.
One got married 2 years ago. One
And he's
got
out here
married
just
4
spreading that
years
seed for
ago.
free,
So
man.
those
He needs to
weddings
build
were
his
a
brand.
lot.
Anyway, what I'm saying
That's
is
a
once I
lot of
realized
work.
OnlyFans and stuff like that exist, I was like, for real? Took the pressure off me because I don't want to date. Boyfriends, not my-
Willie, is that
it's too much. I need to worry about how you feel now.
Do you
Sorry,
need
I
me to
am
rewind,
looking
Willie,
for
so you
this.
can
Okay, purple
see
glitter. Here we
again?
go. I'm gonna scroll right back, and I'm just gonna take you guys on a journey. You guys want to come on a journey with me? Okay, let me just check in with the chat. It's jealous people, Buddha. You know what? I don't want to be the guy who's all like, oh my god, everyone's so jealous of me. But to be honest with you, nothing else really explains the hate that's coming from you based on no facts. You're all like, why did you say my name? Why is it? But not like that, but way more loud and annoying. You know, just screaming for answers, which is always the best way to get someone to work with you. But to be honest with you, you just didn't have any patience. If you had waited a couple days, you would have gotten your receipt. But you are an impatient little cake farter. You need to work on that. Anyway, I put out the receipt and said, well, this is why I said your name. Because Monty said it. And the reason I said it in the video is because I thought I was going to put that receipt out the same day. So I just read the receipt. Ronnie Pants. Okay. Sorry. See, this is why I shouldn't be streaming, because I can get a little salty. This bitch has been coming at me now. And now that I've dropped my receipt and I gave her her precious answer, she just is like, oh, what? Anyway, oh my God, it's been such a difficult week for me. Everyone hates me. Oh my God. Girl, you are lucky I don't hate you. You're lucky that I'm not more salty than I am. I'm happy to just make you my cow. And just like me and Sarah Jane went different ways, I'm just gonna, you're my cow. So I'm on Twitter now. So I love sharing clips of you. I love memes. I love songs. I don't know if anyone else is in here, but Chantel is boring. And to me, I'm just a big fan of a new cow. Just saying. Okay. I'm going on a babble. I gotta stop doing these long-winded rants. Let me just see what we're saying here in the chat. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. Oh, I did the Chantel laugh, the one I'm always pissed off at. Yes, exactly. That merch, Schmonty. You never did get around to merch, but you were always taking our merch ideas, weren't you? That's because you don't have a brand. No Fap isn't a brand. It's 2 big balls and a lot of sadness. That was good. I like that. I hope someone puts that for Twitter. Okay. That attempt at forcing views sure worked out well, huh? Right? Well, she wanted to get her watch hours. Remember, she said that right off the bat when people are like, why are you doing it on this channel? And she's like, well, I wanted to get the watch hours.
That's what
so how's that
my
going?
husband always says.
I just completed my watch hours. I'm getting monetized.
He says.
Just got the email. And I didn't even try. I just responded to a hater on the internet with facts and truth and let the cards fall as they
He
may.
always says one and I'm done.
Oh my God, stay on. Will you guys throw tomatoes at me in the most loving and
not interested in
when I go off
anybody
track,
else.
because I need someone next to me that's going to poke me with a stick. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's go on a journey, shall we? Okay, we all know purple glitters, whatever. So I'm just going to go old school, show you the phone, blah, 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 because this is me. Okay, so we see the perps. The perps there, I have her blocked. So I'm going to start reading, okay?
Guys, I'll be right back.
So her very first message to me said, happy 420. And that's after my own heart. I'm all like, yes, queen. So of course I'm like, thanks. I hope you had a great day on this fantastic day of the nug. Charming. We got some banter going on. Let's keep it light. Let's keep it friendly. And that was on April 20th. I heard from her Friday, and that was the next time I heard from her. So it's safe to say we weren't close. We spoke once. And to be honest with you, I think that was to just plant a seed. Okay. And then the very next message was from her. And this is after she came out after the incident. And she wrote, am I allowed to talk to you now? ? Laughing with tears. And I'm like, LOL. Yes, you sure are, because I didn't know you weren't allowed to talk to me. So that was a weird statement in itself, but I just moved on. I decided not to address it. So I was like, and then she's all like, he's such a jackass. Wow. Me. I'm really sorry he put you through some shit. I put out a video last night that should make you laugh, because I thought she was like anti-Monty. So I'm all like, hey, I made this video and you should have a good chuckle at it. Meanwhile, her and Schmonty are probably watching it in bed together while they eat Haagen-Dazs. Anyway, I could go. And she's like, I saw it. You truly did make me laugh. Oh, thank you for being in chat the day I went off. I had just held things on for so long. I know I'm not a great reader, guys. I know. Learning the story. Nowhere. It sounds like you went through it with him too. So we're like, we're starting to like Trump. Like, yeah, man. Like, let me share my story too, right? And then I start texting. So I mean, it's not that I don't text back. It's that I don't give you anything you're looking for. So this is all me here. This is all me in the purple. So let me read out what I wrote back. I wrote, glad you liked it. I have so many receipts. More videos to come. Oh, Veronica? Oh, my life's mission at this point is to trigger her daily. Facts. I'm happy to support you. The hate is real in this community. Real is in like big letters, so that she knew that was the word that meant. Are you guys still talking? That's like just a one sentence. And I wrote, he will come for you. So get your receipts ready. Oh, but he's running scared since Irate Alex spoke up today, because that was the day that Alex spoke on Guinea Ground stream and the earth shook for Monty. He does not want to have to answer to Alex. It will be a bloodbath of embarrassment. I mean, I really want to see it. I mean, you can tell from my flowery language that I'm just like, yes. And I wrote, I don't know if you know Alex, but he is not one to cross lightly. So I don't know if she knows him or not. And she's like, the way this is playing out is so crazy to me, though. So crazy. He told me that he would have to sell the house, in quotations, because of what I've done. I'm frustrated with everything at this point, sadly. Now, I'm reading this in a comical manner because this is how I see this conversation. You don't have to agree. You can make a whole video about it on your channel. I'm so sorry that he was an asshole about telling me not to say anything. I was so stupid for remaining silent. I'm so sorry, Buddha. And for me, I'm like, this is a legitimate apology. I'm like, oh my God, like this is a real human to human moment here. I'm going to make sure my heart is open and I'm listening and I'm ready. I'm here for you, love. This is me. I'm here for you, love. I really do hope that you have stopped talking to him 100%. ... I'm wary of anyone still talking to him in any way. She responds, his KFC order is a 3-piece meal, all thighs with corn on the side. Eye rolly emoji. Kind of embarrassed, I know this. Did not answer my question in any way, shape, or form. The answer had nothing to do with what I had just asked her. Red flag number 1. Well, it's kind of like red flag number 3 for me. And then I wrote back, also, because I'm continuing on from what I was just asking her, also, I think Kidney J really wants to talk to you. She is kind. Maybe hear her out, because I did say I saw Kidney J on Twitter saying that she had reached out and you were ignoring her. So I thought maybe if I put a bee in your ear and was like, hey, did you know Kidney J is reaching out? Because aren't we supposed to be supporting each other out here as, anyway. And then I reiterate, are you still talking to him at all? And just so you can see that this was very important to me, because I don't want to beat around the bush. I need to know where you are, or I'm out. Call me back, guy. Oh, I didn't give you a chance. I don't care. Okay, let me just lean in. I don't know if you can actually read this. The ring light. Anyway, I know I'm terrible at this. Anyway, I'll put the screenshots up tomorrow. But I just wanted to talk about this with you. So anyway, 3 times I was like, are you still talking to him? And then she finally responds, no, I am not. I just reread her on Insta, Twitter. Guys, can we start texting in complete sentences, please? Is it that hard? I really do think that the Gen X generation are the last people who actually expect that. We wrote, no printing, that's dead now. That's crazy. But anyway, can we just periods and stuff so that we know what these nonsense sentences are? Okay, no, I'm not. I just reread her smile here on Insta, Twitter, getting crazy. Okay, nonsense. And then she wrote, because I didn't respond to that. Because once she didn't answer, once I felt like you're dancing around the question, I wasn't really answering. I wasn't, God, get it out. Once I started to suspect her, I was just not interested in having any kind of a casual friendship of any kind. I am not afraid of just ghosting people and them thinking I'm a bitch. It's just boundaries. It's what I've been doing for a long time. And if you're important, I won't ghost you. How about that? So she starts asking me questions. How many others are out there? Is there a final number? Okay. I didn't answer. Can I ask what the receipts are on? Question mark. I don't see the details, just trying to understand. So she's asking about how many women are there? Do we know if it's all the numbers or all the people that are coming forward? What are the receipts? And can I clarify my receipts for you? In 2 tiny little messages. Boop. Oh, come on.
Sorry, guys. I'm back.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay, I'm the cringiest person on the planet. Please don't make fun of me. Boop and boop. Those 2 gray ones at the top, both of those. How many others are out there? Is there a final number? Can I ask what the receipts are on? Can you clarify the receipts? You don't think she was asking for details? Oh my God. You don't think she was asking for details? Okay, I'm totally ignoring the chat. I'm so sorry.
That was a simpler time.
I know Cam's gone wild. Woo! Okay. So my response to her pumping me for details that have nothing to do with me being sympathetic to her heart and her pain she's going through with the breakup.
I don't think
she's just wanting to know the tea on the sitch.
He did seem bothered yesterday. In his stream, somebody mentioned Kidney J, and he was like, he said something to the fact that, he lost a friend in all of this, a good friend in all of this or whatever. She may have been a good friend to you, but you were a crap friend to her if you were sleeping with her while you were supposedly engaged to somebody else and you didn't claim her. You just said you were a friend.
Okay. So I wrote, sorry, love, I'm keeping details close to my chest. I just don't trust anyone right now. And then I wrote, everyone wants the tea, and the tea will be on my videos and when I panel or on my live stream.
You mean Sam Tefler, Freddie? Yabba Sam?
if I'm going to be paneling anymore.
Or-
Because Monty is everywhere. When I wrote that, I wasn't texting it to Purple Glitter. I was texting it to Monty, who was on the other side of this message.
Good
He
morning,
doesn't need to be holding the
Sarah.
phone for that to be for Monty. Because I know he's pumping me for details. Because I spent many years being gaslit by my mom, gaslit by my boyfriends, and the very last person to gaslight me before Monty and this community, bad ones that is a police officer. So I've had to do a lot of therapy to really learn to trust my gut, is really what I'm trying to say here. I don't need to know the facts. I'm not like Ronnie Pants. I don't need 8 days and 20 I don't need, the files spread out on the floor before I show compassion to another woman who has a story to tell. I just, I'm not going to be all like, you snake. I was just like, I don't. Anyway, sorry, I'm going off on a. So I wrote, everyone wants the tea and the tea will be on my bed. And she wrote, I totally understand and respect that. It is always like this, though. It just seems like a lot. I don't know what the fuck you're saying here. Like, I know what you want. You want me to go verbal diarrhea. Oh my God, girl, let me dump on you. Oh, can we shit talk for a second? I think a lot of people have been trying to get me to do that. You'll have to understand this. I don't really.
Good morning,
do that.
fish.
I don't find any joy in being like, oh my God.
I don't get why he doesn't see that. Like, if he would just, I truly, I don't understand it. If he would just show some remorse and admit that he was playing all of them, but he won't admit any wrong in it. The only thing he admitted wrong in was the thing with Buddha not answering her phone call. Good morning, Terry.
She sucks so bad. I would rather just not talk to you,
Exactly.
and then you know
Maybe
that I don't like you
less.
because I go out of my way to avoid you. I just don't like. If you're offering me a chance to vent and get it off my chest,
Oh,
you're really
yay.
just looking to sit around and listen to me talk so you can use it against me,
I'm glad,
just like
fish.
another asshole on the internet
every
that we know
Friday night
so
we
very
do
well.
watch parties. And then,
Let's put it this way. By the time you started pulling this shit with me,
Mondays
Purple
we've
Glitter,
been
I
watching
knew it because Schmonty had pulled it on me. The way you worded it, the way you were all like asking me open-ended like statements, like, oh, elaborate. Oh, if you wanna tell me about it, I'm here. Sorry, the longer this is gonna go on, the more bitchy I'm gonna get
What
because
I thought
starting
was
to bubble.
like
This has been a long week
Valeria was
with a lot of patience.
he
and I'm
made
really proud
like
of
all her
myself
her
for that.
intro and all
Okay,
that
so
stuff.
I wrote the
And,
detail.
he asked her to pay.
The details are a lot. Monty was a different
Like,
creep to all of us. We
what?
all need to link arms
You're
and Red
engaged to
Rover
this
that piece
person,
of
but
shit.
you asked
Can I
them to
get the
pay?
older people in the chat to back me up on this? How fun was Red Rover, the game, where you like link arms and a person runs at you as fast as they can and tries to break through?
Red Rover was
That's
my
what we need to do in this
favorite.
community. Because it's the purple glitter and her flaccid arm that lets the guy through. Thank you very much. You were the weakest link in our chain because we were already struggling for credibility. And even though
seems like
we
everybody
definitely dropped enough
thinks
receipts to be like,
that,
I'm credible, obviously, you were all like, no, oh my God, he's such a good guy.
I thought
Anyway.
she was super young. That I was like, she's really young, right? Like, just because the naivety and stuff. But apparently she's not. She's like almost 40.
I'll continue. So I wrote, we see his sock accounts in the comments. It's funny. And it's obvious it's him. So I'm talking to Monty here, letting him know, we see your sock accounts, but I'm talking to Purple Glitter. The cringe is real. She writes, he makes sock accounts, ! Oh my God, I should not be surprised. And the not is capital letters. And then I wrote, listen, I'm going to block you now. I don't trust you. Good luck with everything. And then I blocked the account. So I'll put the screenshots up. I'll probably just throw them up on Twitter tomorrow.
Right,
So that
Freddie,
people
where
can
did he
look at them,
find
analyze them,
the
whatever.
time?
But I just wanted to read through it
He
because
was online
I
like
don't know about you guys,
18,
but it
20
didn't.
hours a
Like I
day.
comforted
Where did he
Tiny
find time
and I've
for
talked
all
to the
these
other
women?
ladies, and that wasn't a comfort session. I don't know who you're comforting, but that just sounded like a, hey, we kind of know each other. Do you want to like share or something? Get the fuck out of here. Okay, I'm going to go back into the chat because I just want to see what people are saying. Yeah, exactly. Yellow swagons. We used to have to run through two lines facing each other. Yes. Oh, really? Oh, that's way more hardcore. That's like the extreme, like X Games version of what we. But anyway, it was a really fun game. You played it outside when it was a nice day out, usually during gym class or something like that. Red Rover, send cake farts right over. Toot, 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 toot. And she makes little puffs as she goes. Sorry, girl. I don't know. It's just too easy with you. It's at this point having. And yeah, I'm going to talk about you a lot because you spent the last week really trashing me. If anything, I think Veronica Cake Farts was harder on me than even Monty was. Schmonty, sorry. If you're wondering what the Schmonty thing's about, to me, Monty was my pretend friend. And he was a person that I actually really liked. And Schmonty is the schmuck alter ego to Monty. To me, they're not the same guy. It's like finding out, it's totally, so to me, Schmonty is a real name because it's a behavior, not a person. He's a fucking schmuck Monty. Sorry. All right, let me take a moment and look into the chat. Oh, wow, 180 watching. Thanks, guys. It's, woo. I bet two of them are looking at me like this. Well, I love that I think that it's only 2. But I've been practicing my don't give a fuck vibe all week, so I'm ready for you. Yeah, he always gave me weird vibes, but to be honest with you, you don't trust your intuitions when you're in recovery from borderline because you always get it wrong forever. And it's like a plague. You have to do a million years of therapy just to not get it wrong sometimes because that emotion always leads us, right? So it just, oh, I'm so sorry if I've been neglecting this chat. Does anyone have any questions about that little interaction that I had with Purple Glitter? To be honest with you, I wanted to bring this up because sometimes people are afraid to kind of pull I'm just going to ghost you. I'm just letting you know. And you might be offended. And that's really on you, though. I'm not afraid of looking like the bad guy. I'm just not going to let this bullshit communication continue where you think that I don't know that this isn't. I'm searching for a word when I do that. Not inauthentic. I don't think that's the word. Insincere. It's just insincere. You're playing me like a fiddle because I want to support the women. So you're like, I'm a woman too. Yeah, maybe. Well, I mean, you're a woman, but you're no friend to us out here taking bullets. Just saying. Hey, I knew if you lived in Toronto, you're not supposed to be in Toronto. It's like the arch nemesis of Newfoundland. In Newfoundland, they tell jokes about Torontonians, and Torontonians are like, the exact opposite. That's awesome, man. Toronto. How much is that rent? In Newfoundland, you can get like a 10-bedroom house for $500 a month. Okay, let me see if there's anything. Red Rover, exactly. Hello, darling, what you doing in here? Let me see if I've missed anything. Hi, Dennis. Huh? Okay, hold on a second. Hey, sexy lady, do you like it if a man kneel down in front of you for kissing your feet, then wave to cam, please? Drool face. Okay. I don't know about any of that.
Good morning, Terry Lynn.
Sorry, love. I'm not quite sure what to say to any of that. Therapy journey is times as invaluable. Yes. Hey guys, if you're looking for like YouTube sources on the internet, a lot of different people have brought this one YouTube channel up, but I really want to suggest it. It's called Psychology in Seattle. I can't remember who was bringing it up. Was it Hannibal? Maybe it was Hannibal. I might be wrong on that, but he talks some good mental health stuff too, and I thought maybe he was a watcher. Anyway, Dr. Kirk Honda, he's actually quite funny, very down to earth, and he knows how to talk about psychologist language in patient language. So it's actually quite easy to ingest and really understand the clinician point of view from the patient's point of view. So I really like it, and he just like shows you like, what's that fiance show, that train wreck show? That's terrible, but amazingly addicted. 90 Day Fiance. Yeah. Like he'll like watch that and he'll break it down and be like, see, this is a narcissistic pattern, or and that's why she's reacting like this. There's a really good one, actually. It was a podcast of frenemies with Trisha Paytas and that other guy. My brain's not working. The 5 ounce is long gone. And, but anyway, he breaks down a fight that they had on their podcast, and he really breaks down Trisha's.
I could have sworn
she crumbles and she starts crying and she starts reacting, and if you've ever seen someone borderline start to crumble and bubble. So anyway, if you can find this episode, well, it's not if it's there, but he breaks down the whole emotional thing that Trisha's going through, and we all love to hate on Trisha, blah, 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 blah. But to be honest with you, in all the different books, all the different therapies, and all the different people that I've talked to, I've never seen anyone break down from inside out what it feels like IRL to go through those bubble moments where your physical symptoms have started and you can't go anywhere. You're like, shit, I'm in the middle of this conversation. I'm sweaty, my heart, and then your face just breaks. And now you don't know what to do, and you go into fight or flight, and you start picking fights so that you can get out of there. Just watch it. If you're looking for a really good source on someone who can give you tons and tons of advice that you didn't ask for on borderline personality recovery, watch Dr. Kirk Honda, because back in the day, he used to specialize specifically with people with borderline and the recovery and how to work with them as a clinician, because it's very, very hard to give therapy to someone who has borderline personality disorder who does not want to do the work yet. And there's a whole rigmarole of how not to let that person be toxic with you. And anyway, I would suggest as a reference, as something to look for when you're in the moments between streams, when Chantel's this and Maddie's this, go watch an episode of Psychology in Seattle. That's a really, really, really good source for like content where you're just like, oh, I'm just going to watch this because it's 90 Day Fiance, but you're like ingesting like mental health language used properly. Because if one more person uses the word gaslight wrong, I'm going to lose my mind. When you hear words that are very, very important and people throw them around like they're nothing, Chantel, yeah. So anyway, learn proper knowledge so that when you hear bullshit knowledge, you can look at it and go, thanks for that. Okay, hold on. I used to like Ethan. See, I don't know anything about him. The whole, HDH3, I heard about the lawsuit thing that went on, but to be honest with you, I didn't do the YouTube thing until I found this community. And believe it or not, actually, I'm going to give Cecil McFly a shout out because I actually saw them in the chat yesterday and I fangirled for a moment and was like, just so you know, how I found this entire world, what started it all. We can blame Cecil for this. I'm just on YouTube one day, Sarah, and all of a sudden the Pixie Terry documentary rolls up. And I'm all like, this is interesting. And then it starts off with that music, and it's like, and I'm all like, oh my God, this is so fun. This is great. And it sucked me in. And I remember just feeling like,
right,
yeah, she's problematic.
I don't get it either,
but I couldn't help but go, God bless you. Wear what you want, darling. And she's all like, you know, she's always feeding her own hatred, right? Like she doesn't make it easy for people, you know. So like she just like shit on people, like just wear what you want, don't hate on people. But I mean, I was always torn. I was swinging this way to this way when I watched it because I had so much compassion for Pixie Terry. That's just, I don't see any of that with Chantel. Like when I go back to Pixie Terry, I'm like, oh, like, you know, it's like you're a lol cow, but I get that warm fuzzy feeling because I still want to root for you. And then there's Chantel. I didn't realize there was different kinds of lol cows. I thought they were all going to be like Pixie Terry. Nah. But anyway, I wanted to give that shout out because once I clicked on the Pixie Terry documentary, then all of a sudden my algorithm changed and I was getting Amberlynn Reed and Foodie Beauty and then French Fry Girl was rolling up and I'm like, oh, she reacts to this other channel that I've seen a couple times. So, and then before you know it, I'm ingrained in this whole community and I'm in the middle of this goddamn drama. Sorry, blasphemy. I'm not saying I'm not grateful for the benefits and the learning experiences that are coming from this trauma, but I could have done without Shamanti. But whatever. Okay, I'm ignoring you. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to ignore you. I'm going to check into the chat and see what's going on here. Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, I feel like he goes out of his way to come off as kind of like this like super beige, non-threatening dude. Like, you don't see me. I blend into the surroundings. You can feel safe here with me and all the other women who experience the same things as you. Like, it's almost like we all rightfully found each other and he's just hosting the platform where we find each other. Because all of us women, we share very similar stories, not just women, but all of us. We all kind of found each other in this world from similar experiences. And then you got this like chode who like ignores all of us and does other work while we like talk for 2 hours about very important things and offering our life experience. And then we ask him a question and he just goes, oh yeah, sorry, no, I was punching wires. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, now that I look back with 2020, not that I have 2020 vision, but now that I have a bit of a different way of looking at the situation, it's amazing what I didn't recognize at the time. You know? It was very much a wolf in sheep's clothing because I love all my community and the people I've met in the chat. The odd man out is you, Monty. Shmonty. Oh, it's a raid. Ah! Wacky waving, inflatable arm, filling 2-man. What the fuck is this? I don't understand what raids are. How do I block people? Oh, blocking jerk.
Is she on Twitter or Twitch?
See, this is great. Not that it's great, but like, I like seeing how bad people can get because then you know, you don't get afraid of them anymore. It's almost like I condition myself to them. Oh boy. I should have a mod. I need a mod. I don't know how to mod people. Do you guys know how to mod? Of course you know how to mod someone. There's 8,000 people in here who know how to mod. Can someone help me? How do I mod? Please. Sorry, I'm getting rid of these. I'm blocking them, but they're not going away. Oh my God, I blocked Mushroom Destroyer. How do I stop that? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Mushroom Destroyer, I did not mean to block you. How do I unblock Mushroom Destroyer?
Oh,
it's all falling apart.
Buddha, you're not the first.
Oh no. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mushroom Destroyer. I have no idea. I'm clicking and clicking and I can't seem to get you back. Oh wait, I think I found you. I didn't. I'm very, very sorry, my dear. I'm really not that great at this and I'm going to try to get better. I really am. I'm really sorry.
Really was.
I know. Tiny Cook's not Mushroom. I kept trying to click on the other ones and then I booted Mushroom. I'm sorry, Mushroom. I hope I don't know how to let you back in. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'll look into it after the stream. Sorry. I'm all Canadian, don't you know? I'm going to apologize 25 more times before it's an acceptable apology. How am I doing? Well, thanks for asking. I'm actually doing amazing. If anything, I am beating myself up for blocking one of my favorite people that I see in the chat all the time, Mushroom Destroyer, my psilocybin sister. Okay, 1 second. It's like, oh my God, it's like instead of being the last person picked for teams in kickball, I'm the first person. I get to like scroll and be like, who will I crown? Just joking. I've never modded someone before. I don't know. Okay, let me get into the chat here for a second. You mad, bro? Oh man, I wonder if Shmonty or any of his minions are in here under a fake name. Have you guys seen any suspicious accounts in here chitty chatting? Do you know what? I used to think that mods were paid because it was such a coveted thing. And I noticed that there was some kind of cutthroaty, my precious. And I was like, oh my God. And so I asked Greaves one time, I was like, are these guys are they paid? Like, is it a paid gig? And that's why people are so like, it's like, no, man. That's when I was like, really? Seems like a lot of, the mod thing is crazy. Yeah. I have been given wrenches only a couple times. And I remember I was very, very surprised. Tiny Dancer the other night, she modded me. And I was like, oh, yeah. But the first time I was modded, I was a surprise. I dipped into Just Dance. I was in Just Dance stream and she modded me. And I was like, a wrench. And I felt like so honored that someone like trusted me. I don't know about you guys, but it's not about getting the wrench or even knowing what to do with the wrench. It's that someone would even feel like I can trust you to give you a wrench. To me, that's the win. Where I'm just like, Thank you. So anyway, to me, that's the wrench is knowing that trust. You know, like back in the day when I thought Shamanti was a good guy, he always kept saying, you should go live, but don't go live alone. You should go on live with me and I'll be your mod and I'll make sure everything runs well. Like the minute you start hanging out with Shamanti, all of a sudden it's a collab that you never asked for. And if you come up with something like, oh, I'm thinking of doing this, he'll go, yeah, we should do this and that. And then you should do, always giving his opinion on how you can turn it into a group project. Just saying. I don't like people who force their help on me all the time because, to be honest with you, it doesn't feel like help when it's offered over and over when you say no. It seems like you're offering your help for your reasons, and now I'm sus. So just because you offer help, Shamanti, does not mean it takes the stink off of things, because if someone needs help, they'll take you up on your 8th offer. How about that? You don't need to go to 15. Can I help you with your OnlyFans? Anyway, that's my whole thing. Tomorrow I got to go through all my receipts and like do a whole like, how many times did he ask me unsolicited for, can I help you? You should put all your shit in an Onlybox or an Onlybox. Dropbox. Okay. Yeah, Yellow Swaggins, I know that vibe, and it's off-putting. And the thing is, you're always in a situation where people can be like, well, if it was me, there's a lot of those people on the internet, people who have never been in that situation, have no idea what that situation is like, but are so positive they know that they would do it better than you. Don't we have the big dick Cheeto energy up in here? You're not allowed to say that because then that makes you a bitch, but I don't care. So I say stuff like that because if you're going to be that guy, someone got to call you out on it. It's just the way it's got to be. I'm from Newfoundland. People call you out when you're nonsense. And if they don't, other people will call them out and like, you're going to call that guy out? Oh my God. There's a reason Newfies are so level-headed, because someone will smack you upside the head if you talk nonsense. Yes. It's a badge of honor. So what are these raids? Can you guys tell me what the hell a raid is? Is it on purpose? Is it like minions and fans? Is it like a group of people who actually know who I am that are coming in to mess with me? Or is it just like random small dick fanboys or something like that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are raids? Can you teach the Gen X? I played outside. I had a phone. Damn it. I meant 7, not 8. You had to have a lot of patience to be a Gen X is what I'm saying. Oh, just spam accounts? Did the people on his After Dark panels ever get any money? No, he did not get any money. But speaking of money, you know that one video that he made about me where it was just like the most flaccid, weak sauce, limp dick, I'm sorry you feel this way kind of apology? Monetized. It's monetized. And then those 3 videos that you made about Tiny Dancer, where you completely slander her, monetized. That on top of the fact that you let people do. I knew your game and that's why I dipped. Veronica was like, yeah, I love this game. She knows what's up. But I dipped because I'm not going to play the game. I'm not allowed to call you out because I'm not sure what I suspect is right. And it seems like about a large portion of this community started reaching out and being like, yeah, you know what? We didn't date or anything, but like, I got that vibe too. Or he slid into my DMs and like sent me 2 messages and then he never talked to me. Like, so many people didn't have a story to tell, but they sure had a sentence or 2 about weirdness with you. And when you get enough of those in your DMs, there was no backing down, because it seems like everyone has their finger on the pulse with you. We just, you seemed like a nice guy. You played us for a fool, and now we've learned. And that's a lesson for all of us, isn't it? The forgotten generation. Yeah, that's because we were outside building shacks in the woods with rotten wood and like bent nails that we found in the grass. Like, I used to build a fort in every patch of woods that was near my house in every town I ever lived in. I would find like moldy carpets just discarded in the woods, and I'd like pull everything. And I used to have this dream that I could just build a shack in the woods at 8 years old, and I would just live there. And so I constantly tried to build myself houses in the woods. Every time we moved, I would just go into the woods and find wood and start building. Safe to say I wanted to get out of there. I was definitely a latchkey kid. My mom was 15-year-old when she got pregnant. So out of nowhere, Minecraft. I played that once and I was like, I don't think I'm cool enough for this. I think I need someone to teach me how to play Minecraft because I can't even figure out how to build the table. I know. I watched a bunch of tutorial videos and I was like, I got this. I didn't got this. And then I felt really stupid and I needed to walk away because my self-esteem was crumbling. Yeah, you know what? It started off casual, Jag Girl. I found it started off casual. It was like, we're just to me, it started off as like holding space. I'm going to hold space and we're going to talk about
Good morning,
this,
Lisa.
mental health or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it was always on a productive manner. It was not really gossipy per se, as much as it was like factual experience with a side of salt, with a side of shade. And then it just got really gross. And I never really spoke out about the panel. When I left, I didn't talk about what I thought the panel turned into. And if you're wondering how I feel the panel has I'd love to all of a sudden, opinions were more important than experience, facts,
Stupid high school.
Precedent. It was just a bunch of loudmouth people talking about what they would have done. It's very annoying because in the beginning, I don't think our panel was perfect or anything, but we really did try to make it an effective, constructive. We always wanted to make sure there was takeaway. I never went on the panel unless I had something to talk about. I didn't go on there just to, hey guys, I'm gonna hang out. Cool. There's a square that could have went to someone who had a real opinion on this fact. Okay, if you want to bogart the square for the next 20 panels, go ahead. Back in my day, like when we were OGs. But to be honest with you, it was. I couldn't, like, if we were on 2 days in a row, I felt bad. I was like, oh my God, I feel like I'm bogarting the stream. Well, that changed, didn't it? It just became the same 5 or 6 people every single time, over and over and over. Same opinions, silent Monty, Schmonty.
Yep.
I'm going to correct myself every single time because Monty was my friend and Schmonty is scumbummery.
That's the thing that bothered me with the panels.
Scumbummery.
I love panels. I love hearing everybody's
Yeah, you know what? I might as well talk
but
about this openly
he never
because
put his own in there. He just let them do all the
there are some
talking.
people that were in Schmonty's world that when it came out that I had spoken out against Schmonty, they are the people I expected to be the first to be like, oh my God. Because if you have a bad day, they're all like, oh, blowing sunshine up your ass. Oh my God, have a good day. Good luck with the doggies. You know, the people who really are supportive in chats, but then you get to meet them outside the chat and it turns out they're kind of snaky. Yeah, like that. I'm not saying they are, but their behavior is. And I saw enough to know that I don't want to see anymore. And so there are some very important people from Schmonty's world that eventually, when they learned the facts they needed to know to be able to express compassion and humanity, once they were educated on the matter, to them, they're a hero now for reaching out and being like, well, I
ruined him, Willie.
Listened and looked into it. It turns out you were right. Sorry, I was being so really cruel to you the other day. No. That's not how it works with me. And I don't care if you think I'm a heartless bitch for not accepting your apology. I don't care. I don't care that you are now this way 3 or 4 days later. To me, it's backpedaling. And to be honest with you, if you felt the genuine compassion, you would have felt it right away. Not when you're one of 4 people that's on the other side of the fence. So I'm not going to say names, but if you are one of the fire squad and you have reached out to apologize and you have not heard from me, that is not an accident. That is a choice. It is a willful choice. And I thought I would bring it up now so that you could stop wondering if I've read your text. I've read it. I'm not interested. There are so many other people I can get to know on this platform. Countless new names, countless new faces, countless new PFPs. I've met you. I'm good. Sorry. Anyway, moving on. Because I know there's been some questions on whether or not I'm cool with some people, and the answer is I'm not. Not because I'm mad or I hate them, but because you believe people the first time they show you who they are. And I read your apology. Thank you very much. I don't need to respond. It's not necessary. Oh, thank you, Just Ozzy. You know what? I try not to look at this as I'm dealing with anything. In the beginning, I wanted to lean into the whole, like, why is he attacking me? Oh my God, all these people are attacking me. Cancel Buddha. And every day it kind of got worse and worse. And for some reason, a lot of the other women were getting a lot more sympathy than me. And I'm not asking for sympathy, but I did notice that the community was a little bit biased when it came to feeling any kind of compassion for the sex workers and everybody else. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying we see you. We notice that stuff. And I don't need your love and validation to make me feel confident during this difficult time. I relied on skills. But it would have been nice to have more people that weren't calling me a whore. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm starting to ramble now, and I think I might have to wrap this up here soon before I start saying things that are more salty, because you have to be self-aware, and I can feel that the more and more I talk about it, the more I start to feel hurt again. So I'm going up to a 3, up to a 4. By 5, I need to check out, because then I'll start saying mean things. And I like to save those for Veronica. See you in Twitter, girl. Okay. Whimsy Kelly. Oh, did I say that right? Look at me leaning in. I'll do rat face. Been lurking because I wanted to listen. Aw. Well, thanks for coming. It's me. I'm that hole. I love that. Well, I don't know what happened to Ginger. I don't know where she is or what community she's chilling out in right now. Oh, wait. I did see her in Kaya's chat earlier today. So yeah, she's over there right now. I don't know if she's anywhere else. Oh, you could listen to me talk all day, girl. Be careful what you ask for, because I will talk your ear off. It will be on the floor.
I don't get it.
Because I don't know how to shut up. Did Schmonty lead the chat to be sexy? Like chat with me or chat with the panel? Monty doesn't know how to lead anything to be sexy. Schmonty, I don't think that's a flex that he finds natural. As the season change, yeah, like not sexy. But with me, I would say I initiated a little bit more of the flirting, because he's a cold ass ice cube, and he's the kind of guy who will drop into your DMs like a guy who has a crush on you, ask you every single day how you're doing, constantly, and you're like, oh, okay, this is a real nerdlinger who doesn't have great social skills, so I'm going to do some of the work for him and be all like, hey, handsome, winky face, have a great day, kissy face. When you flirt with someone who's absolutely inept at it. Finance guys are really bad at this. They're just terrible. That's what I thought. I thought he was trying to flirt, but he was just really, 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 really bad at it. So I thought I'll meet you there halfway, darling. Good God,
Really?
So it was kind of like that. And then I started realizing that he kept wanting me to kind of feel frosted out by him. And I started to go, he dips into the DMs. He's like, hey, how's your day? How's your dad? And then you don't hear from him for 3 days. And you're like, well, why did you even message me in the first place, you dumb shit? See, this is why I have to get off here soon, because I'm starting to get very undude. And that's not cool, because the dude vibes. Is anyone here a Lebowski fan? I want to know who's in here that is a dude fan. And if you are, I'd love to share with you this fact. I am actually an ordained minister of the Church of the Dude. I got ordained many, many years ago. You get an email, you get a little piece of paper that you can print out. But I am an ordained minister in the Church of the Dude. So if there are two dudes in here, if there's two people that are dudists, which is, to me, a real practice, I can marry two dudists. Wouldn't that be cool? The dude abides, you may abide. Anyway, I abide. Yes, I love. You know what? To me, my energy goals fall somewhere between Gordon Ramsay, Judge Judy, the dude, and then the Dalai Lama. To me, it's like the 4 pillars of like energy, and I can be one or any of them in one day. And that's not emotional instability. That's just riding the wave, baby. Why do you think people find meditation so hard? Because your brain's always changing. Just ride it. It's not unstable to feel many different emotions in a day. What is stable is turning on the camera and yelling into it while having a panic attack and blaming and yelling. Okay, sorry. I'm bitter. I'm bitter and I'm mad. And I guess when it all comes down to it, I'm very, very hurt by even the shadiest of people, because it feels so unnecessary to attack someone. I was just coming out to support Tiny, and I didn't even know her. I didn't know her at all. All I knew was the stuff that Monty told me, Monty, which wasn't good. But I just knew that he's probably a liar. And even though I only know bad things about her, fuck it. To be attacked in my own community by the people that I shared chats with every day, you fake, and you know who you are. And if we're not talking now,
love Doc McStuffins.
That's how God wanted it to be. This aggression will not stand. Yes, man. Yeah, Donnie, you're out of your element. Exactly. Just all words of wisdom if you learn real life lessons. And since we're talking about movies that will change your life, I was thinking about this. I need lip balm because I keep licking my lips. I have a movie that I really, 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 really want all of you to check out. It's kind of an old movie. Brad Pitt's in it, but that's not the draw. It's an old movie that not a lot of people, it wasn't a box hit or anything. It's called 7 Years in Tibet. Anyone in the chat know this movie, 7 Years in Tibet? Brad Pitt's in it, but
has anybody watched?
I love it when my brain loads like that. I'm like,
series on Netflix.
The reason I brought up this movie, and if you haven't seen this movie, it shows the transition from being a terrible, toxic, draining person and the eventual changing into a beautiful, caring, compassionate. It does take a long time to change bad habits. DBT and therapy really helped me change from what I used to say I was, a soul snatcher. And just because I was open and honest and vulnerable enough to admit how horrible I used to be on Shmonty's panel, well, thank God I did that, because that was the defense that he used against me, that I was this unstable woman with problems. Oh shit, I was just trying to educate people on how not to hurt themselves and stuff, but okay. Anyway, if you watch 7 Years in Tibet, it's the most beautiful and inspiring story.
Night. Yeah, I couldn't. I lasted 15 minutes in. I mean, it starts off even, once he had the first guy that he invited, the young guy that he met in the bar and invited back. Once he invited him back, I got so uncomfortable. Like, it's so realistic. Lilith, I couldn't do it. I ended up having to turn it off. I was so wanted to watch it. It is.
Of how an absolutely dark, black ego heart can churn naturally. And I just, oh my God, I'm getting weepy thinking of it. I watch this movie regularly because it brings me back to what's important.
It looks
you
like
can
it's
be
very
a scumbummery.
real,
and if you take action, and the best apology is changed behavior and blah, 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 insert inspirational comment here, you can be a completely different person if you put in the work. I don't mind going back and looking and saying, I used to be a soul snatcher. I used to be the kind of girl that would grab the wheel of the car that my boyfriend was driving because I wanted him to pull over. But when you're emotional, sometimes you don't think. So I'm all like, pull over. Meanwhile, I could have killed us. A lot of people don't want to admit the worst parts of themselves, but I can't heal unless I make peace with that shit. I can't make peace unless I acknowledge it. So if you used to be scumbummery, out of control, draining, toxic, don't let that shame keep you in this weird spiral where you feel bad if people love you and shit like that. Watch 7 Years in Tibet, because to me, it made me feel better about my journey.
I'll try watching
because it's not forced.
Sometimes if my anxiety's too bad.
If you practice and try, your mind will start to shape into a different mind that's not toxic, draining, abusive. Anyway, my TED Talk on mental health, but there's just so much on the YouTubes about shitty mental health. We got Chantal, there's all the fighting on the Twitter and stuff, but there's so many movies and resources and stuff that back up the whole, you're not crazy, you're just passionate. So anyway, I've been looking for these things so I can start bringing them to the channel and stuff because I am fed up with people using the crazy defense against us. I'm 80. Did you hear Veronica? Sorry, I don't mean to keep bringing her up, but she's kind of a thorn in my side. She's all like, I have ADHD. And you and everyone else, man, I have ADHD. A whole bunch of people have ADHD. I have ADHD and a whole bunch of other.
I was only on episode 1, but like the lady that lived next door to him, and she heard, you know, sounds, and she smelled smells and all that. I mean, even that, if she would have, well, I don't know, maybe I haven't watched it all, so maybe she did call and have somebody come out or whatever, but yes, that's true too, Lilith. Maybe if I watch, it was late at night, I was the only one awake, so maybe if I watch it during the day.
Diagnosis on top of it, but the ADHD is least of my worries at this point when it comes to that kind of stuff. But anyway, stop hiding behind your diagnosis. The people who say, yeah, but I'm this, they're not doing their work, because I don't lead with the diagnosis. I lead with the skill. You know, people are like, oh, you're this or that. I'm like, that's because I practice Buddhism. If you dig a little deeper, I'm like, yeah, I used to be a horrible teenager. You know what I mean? So if you're immediately coming out of the box, Amber Lynn style, with your, you know, I suffer from ASMR and stuff like that, if you're just leading with why I'm not going to be able to, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't like to leave room for people to judge me on my mental illness. I'd like to pretend that it doesn't exist, please, if you don't mind. Like, hi, I'm Angela, which is my name, by the way. I'm sure it's on TV Friends by now. If Shmonty's been doing his work, I'm sure everything's on there. But anyway, Angela, you know, yeah.
She did, Kat?
Anyway.
And they just kept ignoring
Yes,
her.
my name is Angela.
Wow.
Don't I look like an Angela?
I wonder, did they even come? Because if they came, like they say, you know, like if somebody passes, they say that that's like a smell you can never forget. So if cops actually came to his place, they would smell that, right?
Anyway, I have to be open about my name and stuff like that, because I think my very first video has my name in it. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to find me and track me down and kill me, well, I don't know. I can't think about it too much. Was it? Sorry, I'm just going to say, is it Buddhism extremely peaceful? No offense. Oh, no, I wouldn't take offense to that anyway. Yes, well, it's known to be peaceful, but if you kind of go back in the history, there's a whole bunch of different sects of Buddhism that actually wasn't as peaceful as you'd think Buddhism are, but that goes back way back in the day. Yes, Buddhism is quite peaceful. The one thing, if I had to kind of sum up Buddhism to me is just what I do after therapy. Like, once you're doing well, I needed to add more challenge, because I can use skills and stuff like that, but am I really making progress? Because a lot of people plateau with their skills. I found Buddhism and I was all like, oh shit, humans are built to suck. We are designed to be petty. We are designed to be jealous. We are designed to be impatient. And all the things that we say makes us a bad person. Humans are we're petty, we're flawed, we're weak, you know what I mean? Power struggles. And I mean, we're not really set up to be a great creature on this earth. We're just doing the best we can. Once you realize, man, if you're even a half decent human at this point, like, you're doing pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much temptation to be greedy and
really
incompassionate. Anyway, all I'm saying is Buddhism helped me level up my human game to not just benefiting me, because my skills were all about benefiting me and helping me calm down and helping me have relationships with me. But once I found Buddhism, all of a sudden, by knowing every single person sucked just as hard as I do,
and
all of a sudden I started to find peace with myself and acceptance with them, even though we may have differences in opinions and stuff. So all of a sudden, just my brain changed, and I started to connect with humans again after shutting them out for so long. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not trying to come off as some kind of mental health guru or anything like that at all. I do not have the answers, but I do have what worked for me. And if you want to know that, I'll tell you. But I have no time for people that do the yeah buts. Yeah, I would have did that, but yeah, but I have this. So God dealt me a shitty hand, so I can't. It's hard. I can't. Sorry, when I talk stuff like that, you probably can't hear me. Could you forgive those who wronged you? Yes, of course I can. But the thing is, actually, this is great. I'm glad you brought that up, because I'd like to talk about that for a minute. There has been this conversation going on right now about when someone apologizes, we should accept. But the thing is, apologies are words, and words can be very fake and inauthentic to the emotion behind them. So I hold myself to the standard, which I hold you and you and you and my dog and everyone else. I don't hold anyone to a standard I don't hold myself to. But, I mean, apology, the best apology is change behavior. I mean, it's very stuff your stories in a sack. You can write me a long text about how you would have been an amazing friend if I had let you know in advance the severity of why I needed you. You know what I mean? Like, if you're the kind of friend that follows up like that, I don't need you. There's like billions of people on this planet. So anyway, I'm going to circle back to apologies. Apologies go two ways. You can apologize for your behavior, but that person may not listen to you because your behavior may still be continuing, or You said, I'm sorry, I'm never going to do this again. And now it's the next day. How does this person know you're never going to do it again? How about you give them a
You
sec
said, like Monty,
and let the
I'm sorry you felt this way. I'm sorry you this, you that. It's somebody else's fault. He didn't take any blame. He was sorry that they were upset by his actions, but he's not sorry for his actions.
them learn whether or not they can trust you again. So this whole like, I apologize, that's enough. No, that's 2020 thinking. That's entitled, woke, I need a safe space thinking. No way. And if someone does not accept your apology, to shame that person, get out of here. I'm going to tell you a story that was told in my Buddhist temple, especially about this topic, about forgiveness and whether or not you should give it because someone has apologized. Here we go. The monk in my temple, someone in my temple puts their hand up and they say, I'd like to ask a question. They say, I'm a nurse and I have a patient that's dying. And he was really, really, really terrible. He was a bad, bad man to his ex-wife. Really horrible, really horrible. And, you know, he would like to try to get his forgiveness from her before he passes away. And the dilemma, and he's like, yes. And she's all like, so she doesn't want to give it to him. Should she? Because he's on his deathbed. Now, before I answer, I'd like to see what the chat says about this, because this is one thing I love about Buddhism, is because you look at situations less in a judgmental way and more, actually, I don't even know how to describe it, but just less judgmental. You start looking at it from different perspectives.
That's, wow.
Our Lady of Perpetual. I swear I hate that laugh. Oh my God, you're so funny. Exactly. So yeah, so I can see that there's a lot of the same sentiment. So I'll continue the story because I was dying to know what the Buddhist was going to say, like what the Buddhist monk was going to say, what wise wisdom about forgiveness. You know, should we, you know, put, you know, bygones be bygones, you're about to die, I don't want to make you feel bad on your deathbed. Like, what a weird situation. So I lean in and I want to hear this. And so the monk says, he apologized. And if he really meant it, her acceptance means nothing. You can understand, if he did his work on the inside, processed that shit, put feeling words from the wheel chart on it, and then expressed that, and he genuinely felt remorse for the pain that he caused her, whether she accepts it or not, does not change anything.
That just doesn't
He's
mean
light
that I have
in his
to
heart now, and he can
jump back
even
into
without
that
her forgiveness.
scenario
He did the work.
You're going to be able to hurt
We don't need to
them.
wait for people to go, good work, or I accept your work.
Like trust
If you're sorry,
goes a long
so I'm
way.
looking at this.
So I can
If you're
forgive
sorry,
you,
genuinely,
but if I can't trust you,
forgive
that's
yourself.
a different story.
What do I have to do with that? I'm on my own path to understand the behavior, to understand the hurt and blah, blah, blah. It comes in different levels, obviously,
Okay,
with
no
different people
problem.
hurting you over the years. But my apology is my journey, and your feeling bad and your apology is your journey. We have the same apology. We're just processing it different. But to be honest with you, to shame someone, and I've seen a lot of this in the chat, being like, oh, well, she apologized. It was kind of a shitty apology, and she was farting on a cake when she did it. But I mean, she should accept it. Don't be a cunt. YouTube, am I right? Basically, I wanted to address this because, no, boundaries are a lot of different things, and it's not just a baby gate. Boundaries is saying, I need more time to process this. I don't know if my relationship with you is important enough to even want to forgive you. Is it worth even putting myself back out there with you again? Or are you just a casual acquaintance and, you know, okay. So to be honest with you, everyone needs to relax about what you think and we all have different opinions, agree to disagree. But to be honest with you, stop shaming people for not accepting shitty apologies. Let's ask for better. Let's ask for more from the people that hurt us. Oh, I'm sorry. It took you 4 days to figure out the details I was trying to tell you, but you were too busy throwing tomatoes at me in the chat. No. But your story's in the sack. That's your journey. But it ain't mine, and I don't read those kind of BS apologies. So long story short, will I apologize or will I accept their apology? I mean, probably, but it's not going to be a conversation we're going to have because they are not that important to me. I don't need to have a conversation with a former mod on a channel that I used to be on. I thought we were friends. We were very much not friends. You proved it. The end. I may see you in chat, but we don't need to hang out. I'm just saying, it's not about being bitter. It's about saying this is my boundary, and I refuse to feel bad about it.
Your opinion.
You're cool. I just don't want to know you anymore. I'm sorry. Anyway, I think I'm going to wrap this up here soon because I feel like I'm getting more negative than positive, and I never want to end it on a negative note. So, but anyway, long story short, here's your homework, kids. 7 years in Tibet. If you can get past the Brad Pitt part, I know he's gorgeous and handsome, but that's an afterthought to how amazing this movie is. It will change your life. Okay. And what was the other one? Oh, The Big Lebowski. To me, just as life-changing as 7 years in Tibet. It's all about schmonty is the exact opposite of the dude. Don't be a schmonty. Hashtag. Anyway, yes, let's finish strong and positive. Val's Pizza Smuggling. Dad, I love your names. I can just sit here all day and just like scan through and like, hi, Cake Fart. Hey, old school Bert appreciation ticket. I love these names. Well, you know what? I got some stuff off my chest. I wanted to drop that purple glitter information. You all have your opinions. She was in my chat. I read that and went, this is not two women bonding over a shared hurt. This is one woman who doesn't know another woman, doesn't have the social graces to understand that she's being inappropriate and thinking I'm too stupid to notice. Or something like that. Ready, set, fupa, freeze, or cut the cheese. When I read that, I only hear Gary's voice. Oh, by the way, let's put hearts in the chat for Gary and his mom, please. Gary is one of the good ones among us, and he's sweet and kind and authentic, which is rare in this world. And I love the fact that he hates sleeves. I love that he always got those sleeves, guys. You know what? I think it's because rockabilly guys always roll up their sleeves, and I'm used to that line. And I just love him. He has his own. It's just cool. Oh, thanks for the thumbs up. Yes, hearts for Gary. Hearts for all the other ladies that have spoken up, that weren't listened to, that were pushed back, that were like, you're full of crap. Let's put it this way: when it comes to us speaking up and stuff, it's not like it was. But we spoke up knowing we were going to lose friends. We spoke up knowing we were going to be hated on. And we spoke up. So just understand, stop hating on the people. Isn't it the message, not the messenger?
I mean, honestly,
can we just keep let's hold our own
girls
community
that
to the
came
same standard that we
out
hold
to come
Chantel
out,
to. No
because
low blows, please.
It's
Because there's
true,
an awful
like,
lot of
the
low blowing
YouTube
going on in this
hate is
community,
no
but not
joke.
in this chat, because whoever found their way in here tonight understood. Yeah, you understood the homework assignment. Oh my God. Am I cringe for saying that right now? Should I? Dab? Okay. Okay, I'm going to get off here before I'm the most cringeworthy 40-something-year-old person in here ever. So you didn't get an apology and you don't want one because it's not sincere. Exactly. There are some people who apologized. And I was like, you know what? The timing matters. And if it takes you 4 days to figure out that you need to be compassionate, And that's how I decided whether or not to accept people's apologies. Okay, well, you know what, guys? I think I'm going to... Oh, Bo, thanks for lurking. Wow, I had quite a few people in here today.
That is
and I hope they were
true,
all
Fish.
awesome, and there wasn't like people in here like
who you're backing.
screenshotting me and turning my head into a devil or anything. You know what I mean? Like, I know Twitter tomorrow's going to be
fooled.
an adventure.
Like,
So thanks, Angel. I appreciate that. Oh, let me say goodbye to people. I want to do the whole like goodbye thing. Goodbye, Sunshine and Whimsicality and NS and Sunshine and Chaos. I'm saying hi and bye because I don't think I said hi to you.
And like,
Angel.
why didn't any of us listen to that warning? Like, I definitely felt that warning. You know what I mean? I definitely felt something off with him for quite a while now and just ignored it. I mean, I guess it's a good thing because, you know, I wasn't in his streams all the time. I never went up on his panel or anything like that. But I just think there's so many that had a feeling and they just ignored it.
Oh, genitalia, Hugh Mad Bro, Indy. God, don't we love seeing Indy in the chat? You ever go into a chat and you see like Indy or Oceana Song and you're like, it's like a warm, like a familiar friend at a party where you don't think you know anyone and they kind of come around the corner and they're like, hey, and you're like, oh, thank God, bro, you're here. Pass me a brew. You know what I mean? So anyway, there's just some people I really love to see in the chat because it just feels like a warm friend. Our Lady of Perpetual Poutine, Ariana. I need to get better glasses. Tina T. Chuck Girl. Mish Mello. Wow, you guys, I hope that I didn't miss anyone or they feel like I didn't see them because a couple of people have said like you deliberately avoid me or something in Monty's chats. And to be honest with you, I don't deliberately avoid anyone and not let them know. They know. So if anyone's ever felt like you tried to talk to me in a chat once and I didn't respond or like you felt like it was more deliberate, trust me, you will know if it's deliberate. I'm not shy about that kind of stuff. But more than likely, I was smoking weed, petting my dog, off to pee, microwaving my coffee. I wander off all the time. I call it hummingbird mode. So I'd love to say to everyone, though, if you ever do have an issue with me, please just bring it to me because more than likely, I'm too dumb to have noticed it when other people should have. So just let me know. Give me a poke in the ribs because I need all the help I can get to because we're all doing our best out here. So I'll help you. You help me. And let's all just be kind to each other. Okay, guys? So thank you for coming. Oh my God, it was such a good little stream. I feel lighter because I purged some of that toxic energy and now I'm going to go smoke a joint and go cuddle my dogs. I have 6 in the house. 6 dogs in the house. Do you hear that?
Cow.
Silence? Dog trainer. Anyway, thanks for coming, you guys. Thank you for liking my hair. She said, long live the dude. Yes. And yeah, let's go out and do our best. And the dude abides. So we shall too. Thanks, guys, so much. Like the stream.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
That's true,
Follow.
Yeah.
I'll get better at that. Okay, guys, I got to go. Thank you very much. I don't have any party music, so you can.
When I sense, you know, something, I just dip. I don't want to deal with it. I don't like conflict. I don't want to be around conflict. Just let me live in my bubble. Thank you, Melanie. I'm glad you could join us this morning. If I'd have known he was up to I'd have smeared him, but I'm not going to talk because I thought he was overly sexual with jokes and kind of weird. Yeah, I didn't. I will say, Fish. I didn't see the jokes, like the sexual jokes. I didn't even see him really flirty, that's what I thought was odd, was that he wasn't flirty. Just, so monotone. But the thing that just rubbed me raw all the time was the condescending attitude. Like, I can't stand that. I was just looking in my subscribed videos to see if there was anything else good that came up last night. Well, I guess we could go to Twitter, huh? Wow, look at this one, guys. Hold on. So this one says, when Chantel read the comment, she added the word black. Tell me she ain't racist again. And the thing said, so there's 3 little bastards running around northern Turkey right now. And apparently when she read it, she said 3 little black bastards are running around northern Turkey. She doesn't even, she has no self-awareness, none. So Monty says he's rebranding. Log off instead. Just in case anyone is
Thank you, Sherry!
Patreon.
Even though it's a scam right now.
Wow.
Oh my god, Sherry, hi! Oh my god, the postcard club! Thank you, Sherry! Even though it's a scam right now. Oh my god, Sherry, hi!
Holy moly. Can we all just make an oath to not allow Yo Mama to infiltrate this community any further? Why is Yo Mama making friends with Monty? Yo Mama is gross, though. I have trouble watching Yo Mama.
Completely appropriate. I was like, okay, wait, I have a song in my head. It might be completely appropriate. I was like, Christina's like, Monty, are you giving out that D? Then I'd be like, yeah, I'm giving out that A,
Okay.
B, C. Giving out that 10-inch D. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Oh man, I need to stop. Okay, wait. I have a song in my head. It might be completely appropriate. I was like, Christina's like, Monty, are you giving out that D? Then I'd be like, yeah, I'm giving out that A, B, C. Giving out that 10-inch D.
Ugh.
It's easy as 1, 2,
Yeah,
3.
no, I don't want to listen to that one. Sorry.
Oh man, I need to stop.
Or
Okay, wait. I have a song in my head. It might be completely appropriate. I was like, Christina's like, Monty, are you giving out that D? Then I'd be like, yeah, I'm giving out that A, B, C. Giving out that 10-inch
Oh, that's
D.
right. That PLBC is
It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Oh man, I need to stop.
or
Okay, wait. I have a song in my head. It might be completely appropriate.
Okay, let me put this. Hold on, guys. I don't want to show the whole Discord. No, I didn't do that. Mhm. Okay. Okay, so this screenshot was from Monty's stream, and this PLBC Pete's Little Brony collection, that is Purple Glitter. He's been a part of my life for 11 months. It's hard to walk away from that. I do feel sorry for those women, but I know him in a different way. Who does that sound like, guys? You guys don't know him like I do. He's different behind the scenes. So ridiculous. I can't help but feel like I thought she was so young. I expected her to be like in her 20s or something. Anything else that I should check this morning, B? Okay, I guess that'll be it then for this morning, guys. 11 months virtually. She knows what he wants her to know. Like, she didn't know about exactly, Shauna. Yep. The only one I'd say has the right to say something along those lines is Kidney J. She met him in person and slept with him. She knew the real Monty. Yeah. I feel so bad for Kidney J because he's not even addressing the fact that they were intimate. Like, I don't know. I just feel like if he would just admit the wrongs, but he won't. He's sorry that this person got upset with him because of this, and he's sorry that person, but he's not sorry for what he did to make them upset. That's my thing. I don't know, Cappuccino. I mean, I can imagine if Buddha was getting hate, then PG must be getting a ton of hate because the flip-flopping back and forth. So I'm going to try to get the poll out for our movies for tomorrow. So, Fish, are you still here? If you have a movie that you want to see in the poll for movie night for Friday night, you can DM me any of my socials. They should all be in the description. We usually pick between 4 and 6 videos for everybody to vote on. Right. You're right, Shauna. I mean, honestly, you have, because like I said, I hate confrontation. I even if it's not mine, like I don't like being around other people that are arguing or whatever. So I can see where PG would want to be off and, you know, just kind of like heal off of the internet, because there's a lot. And like I said, if Buddha's getting hate, then I'm sure PG's getting a ton of hate. Yeah, same V. Right. It's like humiliating that, you know, you allowed him to treat you like that, and then you still didn't take a stand and get out of it. You're just like allowing, you know, like he can basically do whatever he wants again. Hopefully now that everybody, you know, that it's been brought to light and stuff, women are more careful and more protective of their, you know, of themselves, so they don't fall for it. But when you have like somebody that needs somebody in their life, you know, someone who's alone and doesn't have other people around or whatever, it's really easy to manipulate that situation. Yeah, instead of standing with the other, she's leaving YouTube to be with him privately. Yeah. And to set yourself up for that, it's constant. It's going to be constant hurt. If he was able to do, I'm sorry, but unless you are in major therapy and stuff, I can't help but feel like once a cheater, always a cheater. It says something about your morals, your background. Hi, Jericho. You can absolutely hide in here. I'm going to be ending soon, though. I'm sorry. They won't be, unfortunately. Look how many people went for Nadia. Yes, that's true, Shauna. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, is it a matter of women thinking they don't deserve more? Or what? Good morning, Plug. I mean, your self-confidence level has to be zilch to stay, you know, in a situation like that where you know you're going to be mistreated. Okay, guys, I am going to jump off of here for now. I will get that poll up for the movies for tomorrow. And then I will see you Friday morning as scheduled. Thank you guys for hanging out. Yeah, that I can fix them mentality. Yeah, that's gotten all of us really far, huh? All right, guys. Love y'all. Thank you for hanging out with me. I know she is, Jericho. I was saying before you came in, Jericho, I really thought she was super young. Like, I thought she was like in her, you know, early 20s or something. Because, I don't know, I guess, you know, in my mind, I'm thinking if she was older, she would, you know, have more self-respect than to put up with that. I know, Shauna, I say bye 100 times. Okay, I love y'all. Bye.